the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. Taking a look at Atlanta.
Yeah, and they've just looked sort of lost out there lately. They're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
Pass to Daniel. Young outside. Lays it up and banks it in. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket.
On a dime, Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
Lays it up off the glass.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team. You can't stand him if he's playing against you.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League. And now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great open look there.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Young. 23 points his last outing. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's now 10 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Box ball.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. The Hawks trailed by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Oklahoma City foul.
Thanks very
much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Oklahoma City foul.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Atlanta. And the shot goes in.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Here's Daniels. Launches it. The kick out to Young. Clock at 6. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Young's got 11 points.
Yeah, you love to see that. Really solid stuff from Young in close.
Here's Okongwu. The kick out to Young. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Now Young. He's got 11. The shot's good.
Trae Young.
13 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Hawks lead by 2.
17.
And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range. And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
And the Thunder making a change here. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Right now, I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And that one is good.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Pass to Barlow. Young left side. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. That one goes in.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Young.
Oklahoma City foul.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, guys, what I love about Young is you cannot break his will. Great mental and emotional toughness.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Barlow. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Oklahoma City. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Mohammed.
Gay's shot is good.
Assist goes to.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
For someone who is over 7 feet, Holmgren is incredible from distance.
Young drives in, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Wallace's shot is good.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Pass to Barlow. The kick out to Young. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 12 points for Onyeka Okongwu. Williams. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Barlow. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Lets it go with a 3. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Williams from outside. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game.
Your Thunder, 33, the Hawks,
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Thunder with the lead. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Wallace inside. Rebound by Wallace. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Jang. Here's Wallace. No good from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Wallace.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Out to Wallace. It's taken away by Wallace. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Loads it up for Williams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. He can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. The lead is 2. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Gay. LeVert with it. Misses from close range. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. Break every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Ball bounce, Atlanta takes possession.
Substitution for your Thunder, Williams. Alex Caruso.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's LeVert on the wing. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. From 11 feet away, outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a 3. Gay with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 3. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Gay's got 6.
2 minutes remaining.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A terrific shot on the turnaround. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
A nice shot by LeVert.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Right wing. Here's Jang. The three-pointer, no good. Knocked away. Caruso with the steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's Reza Shea with the rebound.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Substitution for your Thunder.
And the Thunder making a change here.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Isaiah
Poke loose. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Wallace. Off target at the rim. outside. Gilgeous-Alexander shoots over Levert. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Pass to Wallace. Riza-Shea in the corner. Back to Wallace for the tie. That one doesn't drop. The Thunder leading by 3. Knocked loose. Stolen by Levert. Jumps up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And you see the open floor speed of Levert, a great athlete who just needs to stay healthy to reach his potential.
Dort misses. For the lead. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. As we reach the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far.
The Hawks, 44.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Barlow. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And he slams that one down.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
Here's Joe. Offline with his 3. The Hawks leading. Inside. Here's Gay. The kick out to Young. He takes it in. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
For the Thunder.
Well, this is what Young is capable of every time he steps on the floor. He is a one-man offensive machine.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. We're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down, run our plays, and see if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. The kick out to Young. To the paint. Another shot. 6 to shoot. Thunder with the rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Gay. Second chance shot. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, the defense is right to challenge Young inside, but he's a persistent guy.
At the line for the Hawks.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
The kick out to Young. Here's Okongwu. It's Young on the wing. Drops in the tray. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
A volume shooter. Young takes and makes loads of threes.
Count that one.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
The kick out to Young. On the wing, Daniels. Young inside. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Joe. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Back to Young. Hawks passing it around. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. One on Holmgren.
Such a threat to score. Really hard for a defender to stay down on their feet.
And Oklahoma City making a change here.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And the jump by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's win. It's about his positioning as well.
So they take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points now in the second half. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Thunder.
Well, their shot blocking, the defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
To the wing right side. Young outside. 5 on the clock. It's good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Gilgeous-Alexander. Get the shot. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And the Hawks with possession here. On the wing, Daniels. Back to Young. Back to Okongwu. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Williams. It's blocked. Young left side. Pass to Okongwu. On the wing, Daniels. Knocks down the three.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now off the inbound. Count it! Here's Young. Yes!
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan